Valley Maniacs, what is up? I am ValleyFlyin. I hope you're having a great holiday season. I am sitting here on vacation, waiting for my wife, waiting for my daughter to finish skiing. Had a couple hours to go, so I thought, why not make a video? I have all the stuff set up from yesterday's interview with Marvel Strike Force creative director Sean Dugan. If you've not checked out that video, very, very good stuff. We talked about Red Stars. We talk about Heroes for Hire. We can talk about that Thanos giving event. The link is going to be down in the description, guys, so check that out if you haven't seen it yet. But I was realizing, I have all this stuff set up. I haven't done a video on Friday's blog post explaining all about the pocket dimensions, Avengers Tower, grand tournaments, some other things we have coming up. And yesterday was Monday. I didn't do the mailbag answering all of your questions, so why don't I answer the questions as well? So in this video, we're talking about the blog post. We're talking about all of your questions of the mailbag, and if you're ready for it, guys, let's go smash it.
ValleyFlyin.
Here we go, the welcome wagon. So a couple of the major things here. This is the big blog. We're not going to have a big blog. We're not going to have a blog for a while. We've got our events. The transition is underway. And this is the final blog of 2021, and I don't think we're going to get one this week. We may not get one between Christmas and New Year's as well. So this could be like a 3-week blog that we're getting. All right, Pocket Dimension, January 14th. I'm looking forward to that, and I think this looks, from what I'm reading, this looks like a mini Dark Dimension. You know, people have been wanting, hey, can we replay these Dark Dimensions, get more rewards, get some more of these things? I think that is what the intent of Pocket Dimension is. That's what within the Dark Dimension section. So all these Dark Dimension bonuses like Pimtech, the Eternals, things like that, they're going to be applying to this Pocket Dimension. As far as I could tell, maybe they're going to surprise with some things. These dimensions are a series of missions that require specific characters. Pocket Dimensions open at any time before, during, or after a milestone event, and each one having varying amount of changes between the previous one. So for this specific Pocket Dimension, and it looks like this is a repeating thing. This looks like the first iteration. Maybe this is the better version of Real-Time Arena that we got in late 2020. Maybe this is the new thing that's going to be occurring all through 2022. And from what it sounds, if this is like a mini Dark Dimension that recurs, I think I'm going to be happy with this. So the first iteration, Commander's level 65 and above, so not new game content. It's more for mid and later game players. You can enter needing 5 characters with a limited time resolute trait. It is in the game right now. You can check out. There's some very good characters there. And I think it's going to run just like the normal Dark Dimension. Every 24 hours, you're going to be able to use these characters. There are no specific other requirements, but we recommend powering your resolute characters a fair amount. This will be challenging. Just like Dark Dimension, you can use your Dark Dimension health packs, power cores, or heal to revive these characters who eliminate your battles. You will not only receive rewards for completing each mission, but like Dark Dimension, you'll get first-time rewards and timed run rewards. Pocket Dimension will fully crafted teal. That is important. That is really, really good stuff. The teal gear, trying to get into the real Dark Dimension 5 with these Pocket Dimensions. Hopefully that speeds up the process a lot. And yeah, well, I guess there's a lot of questions we're gonna see. How often is this gonna repeat? Is this like a monthly thing? We got the first one on January 14th. How often is this repeating, though? Or is this like every other month? Is this every quarter? Is this every patch? Curious to see what this is going to bring, but I think this is all good. So teal, orange gear, catalyst parts, silver, gold promo credits, gold, and more. And then we move on to the Avengers Tower. This one looks really, really good as well. I've equated this to kind of Blitz 2.0. There's a lot of elements in the initial stages of Blitz, especially what I remember of Blitz being during beta, where you got this endless mode. I was not able to get to like tier 8 all the time, and when I first started playing, it was only like tier 6, and then I'd lose. That's kind of what this Avengers Tower feels like after level 51. So let's read on, and actually a lot of this was discussed last week during the data mines. In case you didn't see that video, though, we'll go over it again. This is for commanders level 60 and above, so a lot of mid and late game content, so good stuff. Climb the tower. Battle against enemy PvE squads to climb the tower. I like PvE content, gotta tell you. You'll earn more points the higher you climb, but the completion will get shooter as tougher you go. Use use points to earn more milestones and rank up rewards. Getting to the 50th floor will get you all the milestones. So I equate this to getting to 750,000 points in Blitz. We're getting all the milestones, and you can keep going and keep going for those crazy ranking rewards. Floors and battles. You can preview the opponents you'll be facing by tapping the button left on the floor number. The opponents you face on each floor will be the same as the other, as opponents that others will face. So basically, what I'm playing is going to be the same as you're playing based on the level. So no matter what, when you started your account or whatever, you're going to get the same content is basically what that means. It took a while to get out, but that's what it was supposed to be saying. Before floor 50, you're remaining in the same floor if you lose a battle. So yes, you're not going to be dropping down after that, but after 51, if you lose, you're going to be dropping all the way back down to 51. You go back down to floor 51 if you lose a battle. You can sim, but the higher floors will be more challenging, so use caution. So I thought this would be a repeating event, maybe every day, every week. This looks like it's a limited time event. So that's the upcoming new event. It doesn't say it's a new mode. It says it's a new event. So how often is this going to repeat? I think this looks fun. If this was happening every month or so, getting all these cool rewards for it is really, really good. Each character used once per day will go into cooldown until midnight. UTC characters on cooldown cannot be refreshed. Battles cannot be launched until if you have a cooldown character slotted into a squad. Now, if you hard close the app while in battle, you won't lose the progress if you're past floor 51, but the team will go on cooldown. So that's interesting. They're telling what will happen, not just if you quit, but if you force close as well. So if you force close, you won't lose the progress. So you're not going to lose your floor level, but you will lose that squad. So interesting thing here. And I like that they're clearing it up before this game mode is even going, because with Blitz, with raids, hard closing your app, it's kind of a strategy that you need. The rewards for 72 Tower help you take you to new heights, including teal, orange, purple, blue, ability materials, gold. Doesn't seem like it's too crazy as far as the rewards, but if this is recurring every month and we're kind of doing this at our own leisure, I think that's fine. If we're having to grind this all the time, though, these minimum rewards will seem minimal, but yeah, we'll see what it is. I'm assuming it's going to be minimal, but maybe it's going to be something crazy. Grand Tournament, this is what I'm looking forward to. I have not played Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, but everyone that has played this, the Grand Arena in Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, which is what people are equating this to, nothing but positive responses. So really good. Back in the game, back in 2021, in the late preview, the second half blog post was announced the brand new game mode called Grand Tournament has started production. Now they say it's being called internally this. That is what their test name was for. So it's probably not going to be called Grand Tournament when it comes to Marvel Strike Force. The dev team is currently deep into the development of this feature. We do have an exciting new detail to share with you today. The game mode looks like it features a combat environment in a long time. So yes, look at this combat environment. We haven't had new ones in a long time. I'm glad they're adding this. Hopefully they start to add more combat environments to other game modes as well, not just this Grand Tournament. I like this, though. This game mode will feature the first new we read that part. The prominently feature the new powerful cosmic entity, the Living Tribunal. And I guess that is the Living Tribunal right there. We're extremely excited to see how the development is progress. And we'll have more information to share in 2022 as the details come available. So I'm excited to test out this game mode. The devs did say that the Envoys would be able to test this out, so I'm looking forward to this. Who knows when this is going to happen? I think they in that blog post they didn't have a date when it was going to be released. I was assuming it would be earlier part of the year. This looks more like mid part of 2022 as how it's describing in the progress so far. So I would not be expecting this anytime soon, but in the meantime, we got Avengers Tower and we got these pocket dimensions as far as PvE content that we could enjoy while we're waiting for this semi-PvE, semi-PvP type of content. All right, Star-Lord T'Challa got some clarification in his roster. We recently discovered that Star-Lord T'Challa's ability description, both in-game and in our previous blog, were missing several pieces of information and clarification. There's an updated text that will be inserted in the game in the near future. All right, on turn. Gain evade, clear one negative effect from self and all Raptor allies on summon enemy death, gaining speed bar. That is like the symbiote passive right there from Carnage. 30, that would be crazy if they extended all the Raptors, but I think it's just Star-Lord's T'Challa. 30% damage, and in War, Raptors also gained that 30% damage. War offense, he's gaining extra health, and Ravagers are also gaining health, so that is the clarification of that. We did see the data mine that the next Strike Pass, it's going to be on January 4th. The data mine didn't have a date yet, but it did have Silver Samurai. And it looks like that data mine was correct. January 4th is when the next one is to start. Mojo's Mayhem, and I guess that would be a good indication that we're not getting a blog post for 3 weeks because they're talking about something in a few weeks here. All right, Mojo's Mayhem. The holiday season won't stop from this Radiant Crunch or Crusade, which means there'll be plenty of rewards. Upcoming season starts December 31st, New Year's Eve, and features Teal Gear and Zemo's Winter Regent costume. So Teal Gear, good. The Zemo costume looks good. I don't know if I want to be setting a precedent to pay for these costumes, but I gotta say, I'm going to be tempted on that one. I'm going to be tempted on that one. Make 2022 the year of mayhem by rumbling in real-time arena and Blitz. Yes, more blitzing, more, hopefully less real-time arena in 2022. And hopefully less blitzing. Hopefully there's more of these new game modes in 2022. High-profile legendaries. We got the new Phoenix reoccurring legendary event. I think we got the end game mail with all those shards a couple days ago. Adam Warlock is coming back, so that is good for everybody that needs some I was going to say trauma. It was some safeguard in their life. Yes. Availability updates. Celestials will have a place in the coming weeks. Circe, I think she was added already. Icarus was already added to the stores. Or actually, Icarus was added to the Elite store, I think. Something. And some of this stuff already happened. The rest of the stuff, nothing too crazy here, but some blitzes. The good thing here, I think the big thing here is Spider-Gwen is not a Christmas Eve blitz. That was, I think, a lot of the community fear that she would be a Christmas blitz, or Christmas Eve blitz, but no. So the blitzes that we're getting, we have it going on right now. Graviton, tomorrow's or Thursday's blitz is gonna be Iceman, I believe. It says cold as ice. Where to say Iceman right here? Okay, and then 27th is gonna be Groot. Yes, you can try the new tree in the game. That is so awesome. And then we have the crowd pleaser. That is Shatterstar. Good character still. Kind of fallen out of the meta as far as where he was last year, but just still a good character. And then January 1st, two fan favorites. Squirrel Girl. Awesome. And then Ghost Spider. So Ghost Spider Blitz is starting on January 6th and not on December 24th like a lot of people feared. So yes, if you want to get your Ghost Spider shorts now, guys, reminder, Amazon coins, you can save up to 20% off. The link is down below, or you could also use the link coins.valleyflyin.com. A bunch of bonus and flash events. I love this Lonzi event right here. All those extended, that happened already, but especially during this time when you got to spend this currency or this event campaign energy, the ISO 8 campaign energy for this magic event. I think that I like it. I like this, the Lonzi event. Sorcerer's Flash event, bunch of gold, bunch of good stuff coming. Nothing out of the ordinary. I think everything is on the normal timeline here, but that is what's coming up. I'm looking forward to these game modes. Let me know what you're most interested in as we go and switch out to the questions. It's time for the questions of the week. So boom, here we go into the questions. First question: hey man, do you think the Web Warriors will be the legendary unlock? Personally, I do. I think it's going to be from this patch. I think my initial impressions was Web Warriors just because it made sense. The 3 new characters, 2 previous characters. But Drew's been telling me there's word that one of these legendary unlocks may be magic. So I would say maybe not Web Warriors. I think I'm changing it to, I think the next legendary unlock, I think there's a very high chance it's from this patch. So again, Amazon coins, guys, if you want to save and potentially get the next legendary unlock, if it is someone from this patch. All right. Which characters can strip Taunt off Adam Warlock reliably in Arena? He taunts after Zemo strips all the buffs due to the series Circe ult. I try to avoid this team. I've faced it once and I won. The second time I faced it, I lost. And the difference between the first one, I went right through Adam Warlock, did a lot of damage, and the taunt, he died. And he came back, and we still smashed. So that's what happened in the first one. The second one, we couldn't kill Adam Warlock. He had all the buffs on, and even with that Circe ult that you're talking about, and the Zemo stripping stuff, we couldn't get through him, and we lost that battle. So I try to avoid that right now. I used Omega Red in that first battle. Didn't strip the taunt off of his. It shouldn't strip the taunt off. I think because he had safeguard at the time of the move, but I think it helped winning that battle. I think that's another difference in the first battle and the second battle. So use Omega Red in the fight. I think I can't remember, but yeah, it didn't strip the taunt off, but it did help win that battle. All right, next question. Oh, let me scroll right there. All right, hope you have a great Christmas holiday from sunny down under Australia. Followed for 3 years now. Hey, Hulk fist bump for you, brother. All right, and I hope you guys are having a great Christmas holiday. And if you don't celebrate Christmas, hope you're having a great holidays. But my question, when do you think we're going to get some 14 unique relief items? I just had a wall with Skill and Mystic and Mutant at the moment, all needing 14s with only one note to farm them due to the trash RGA pass takes weeks to build one character at the moment. Keep on smashing, keep it the good work, mate. Looking forward to another year in your videos and hopefully a great year in Marvel Strike Force. Oh, speaking of that, how do you like my blob cosplay, guys? Anyway, I'm running into this as well. I'm farming those nodes, and I think that's a bottleneck that we're supposed to have. Sometimes I think they introduce bottlenecks. They're like, oh, they got a bottleneck with that, like with the T2 abilities. But I think this is a bottleneck we're supposed to have. I think we're supposed to be slowed down at this point. I'm in the same boat as you. I'm running out of the 14s. Not as much for Mystic, but definitely with Skill, definitely with Mutant. I was running into that. So I don't know when we're going to get relief for that. I think it's something we're supposed to have. I think it's supposed to be there. Obviously, the real-time trash pass is a option, especially with some of the new things coming up in there. But yeah, I think just getting lucky with the Armory 14 orbs, farming those things on a daily basis. That's what I recommend. Hopefully getting lucky in the store and have the gold that you can purchase, things like that. Hey, Valley, greetings from Singapore. Greetings from where? I'm in Colorado. I'm not in Texas anymore. Regarding the Eternals as a two-piece, Cersei and Icarus, do you have any suggestions for a good replacement for Icarus? Just watch the Eternals movie. Made me dislike Icarus so much. I regret taking him to tier 15, level 85. I want to drop him from all my teams. Arena, War, Doom, Raid, even my Blitz rotation. Man, I didn't see the movie yet, but sounds like you have some trauma with you from that movie. As far as you're not going to get anybody as good as Icarus. Icarus is one of the best characters in the game right now, hands down. Unfortunately, he's kind of like a Captain Marvel. You know, a lot of people didn't like Captain Marvel when she was introduced to the game because they didn't like how she was in the movie, but you kind of needed her. She was a good war character at the time. So, yeah, I know you don't like him. I think he's needed in the game right now. As far as replacements, if you're going to replace him, I guess the usual suspects, you know, the Kestrel, the Doom, Surfer, Omega Red, one of those. I mean, you probably could find a decent team in there, but they're not going to be as effective as Cersei and Icarus together, unfortunately. So, yeah, I did experiment with that. That would be where I would start, though, with some of those characters. Maybe even Captain Sam. Hey, Valley, a little curious why OG Spider-Man got the costume. I would have thought it'd be Miles since he's always in stealth. Why did I think of that? That is an awesome joke. I wish I thought of that one. Shout out to you, brother. That was good. Wait, I got to read it on this screen here. Do you think they will release the old costumes for the free-to-play, like the made-for-TV event, or they're forever lost? I don't see why they wouldn't. I think at some time they have to release all the events. I think what it's going to do two things. It's going to help people push in these future costume events, even if they don't want the costumes, so they can get costume credits, and so that they can sell those costume credits directly. I think there's a couple reasons why it benefits not just free-to-play players, but it also benefits the folks over at Scopely to bring these back. So I hope they do. All right, next question. Yo, Valley. Hope all is well from Yorkshire, England. Everybody knows you have the best Blitz setup in the CC community. Care to show us your teams before the Ghost Spider Blitz, please? Thanks and Merry Christmas. Well, good thing for you, we don't have to Blitz during this Christmas. We got a few weeks. We got a few weeks till the Ghost Spider Blitz comes out for I think it's January 3rd. We just said in the blog post, right? So we got a few weeks, but let's go take a look at the Blitz setup right now. I don't think it's that crazy. It's right now, this is set up for winning as many matches as possible. Well, not the score, but let's go take a look at this. Black Order, Symbiotes. I moved these guys up because they're strong. I just put them on a different team. I think Ultimus and Ronin used to be here. I just slotted them into this team because they're strong. But you could put this on these two on a trash team and they'll win. I just did this right now for the score. Axeman will beat everything. As you can see, I split up the Infinity Watch a long time ago. Gamora and Nebula are strong enough to win on their own. So are Moon Dragon, Adam Warlock, and Philabel. We just got a synergy team here with Star-Lord and Rocket. We got our, what is these guys? The Marauders. Sabertooth is on this team because you could put anybody with the other 4 Weapon X and Blitz and they'll still win. So he's still on this team. If I find a different replacement for him, I'll slot them in there. These guys are not very great at Blitz. They're good on War Offense, but that's pretty much it. And maybe it's because my Killmonger and Merc Soldier are so low, but they're not a great Blitz team. This is a great Blitz team right here. This is carried by these 2 characters. You could slot in any people here. The X Factor, strong. Namor goes here just because he doesn't really have a team. Secret Avengers, you could use any 2 characters in that spot here. I'm using Ronin here. You could use anybody, whoever. These 4 Weapon X are strong enough. We don't have magic here yet. The reason that we don't have magic in the slot of Psylocke is just because of power. I think magic's around 60k. Psylocke is 80k, so she scores more, but magic would work in this spot as well. Inhumans, they still win at Blitz. You got to be more selective. I'm seeing more Infinity Watch. I'm seeing more Eternals. So you got to be watching with some of these matches because they will lose against some of the current meta. Shadowlands, they're okay in Blitz. They're not as strong as they once were. Doc Ock pretty much carries this team. Doc Doom pretty much carries this team. I don't like these guys on War Defense, but they're really good in raids and they're really good in Blitz as well. Silver Surfer carries this team. I haven't switched out the Web Warriors yet. Fantastic Four there. We have Kestrel carrying this Kree team. This team still wins. I've been wanting to put more work into the Brotherhood for so long, but there's just so many other priorities right now. But they still win. Cloak Dagger pretty much carry this team. This is not as strong as it used to be, especially with the changing meta, so I might have to split up this team before that Blitz starts. Asgard is definitely not as strong as they once were. X-Force, great on War Offense, not very great in Blitz, so these are my losing teams now. Everything below Hydra is teams that not very solid for winning. Zemo still carries this team. I've been using this to auto-lose. I guess if you're trying to get the most score for like a Ghost Spider Blitz, you would want to win with this, so you have to be selective. You got to be selective with aim as well. These guys actually still win. I've been auto-losing with my Young Avengers, so it doesn't really matter, but eventually Spider-Man's going to go on this team. Ghost Spider's going to go on this team. Eventually, Ultron carries this team, but he's not as strong as he once was. Deathpool carries this team, and that still wins at 8.3, even against some... non-meta teams. Supernatural right here. We got the Wave 1 Avengers, not as strong as they used to be. Power Armor, same thing. And then bottom of the teams are those guys. What are they called? They're called the Pimtech. And that is it. That is where we are for the Blitz squads. Back to the questions. Where are we? All right, next one. Hey, Valley, another quality of life suggestion. I would like your take on how cool would it be if each strike team could run a different difficulty? Team 1 could run Doom 1.0. Team 2 could run Doom 2. Team 3 could run Ultimate 7.5. It would help recruiting, allowing lower TCPs to participate, let the higher TCPs not get slowed down. Payouts will be based on the strike team's performance thoughts. I like this. I think it would help recruiting, especially, I know there's a lot of alliances that are really uneven. You got some real high-level players, some lower-level players as far as the TCP, and I think this would help to even it out. I think the payouts need to be designed a little better, just on performance of the strike. I think it's tough. It's tough, but I think an even distribution maybe, because some of the top end players are not getting as many rewards, but then the lower players, lower TCB, they could catch up quicker. So I think my initial thing with this would be to make it all even across the board. But yeah, I like this. This is gonna help catching up, especially with the dirty heroes for hire still present in war. All right, this is a long question. Question about my ISO 8 speed manipulators in arena matches. If I use Emma, Loki, and Cable, they're only there for their passive. Yes. Most of the time, they don't take a turn, and even if they do, they're too weak to really make that much of an impact. The best they can do is possibly, once the battle starts, not die when enemy Icarus uses his ult. So I was thinking about healer, striker, skirmisher, raider, if they have effect when you actually take a turn. Honestly, I don't want to get too crazy into it. You talk about fortifier giving a little extra defense. I think that's fine. You're exactly right. I'm not bringing those speed guys, Emma, Loki, or Cable, there for what they do in their kits. I'm bringing them for their passives. Anything they do with their kits, like Cable putting the slow on them, Cable reducing the speed bar, Loki putting a defense down and having enemies attack them, Emma blinding the enemy and putting slow on them. Those are all just extra benefits. I'm really just bringing them there to support Icarus and Cersei, and then banging the rest of the team. But that's fine. Fortifier is good. I've always thought of them as an extra benefit, so not really care too much about the different classes. You know, if you get a strong enough Icarus, you're taking 2 turns. You're taking Zemo and then Icarus and then game over. So again, it depends on the arena match, but against most of the defenses I see, that's what happens there. So I wouldn't spend too much time worrying about the ISO 8 too much. Fortifier's fine, but you're exactly right. You're bringing it there for their passives, so. Yeah, just keep them alive a little longer and get a little extra benefit from when they actually use their kit. Valley, please help me understand Magic's ultimate ability when you T4 to level 4. When doing it says, is you'll clear ability block from self and all X-Men allies, but how in earth can you clear ability block from yourself with an ultimate ability? If you can't even use that ability due to you being ability block, how does that even make sense? It's just worded wrong. It's just worded weird. She can't clear ability block off herself because she can't use the ability, but when you put a T4 in there, she's going to remove the ability block from the rest of your allies. That really is important for Phoenix, especially against Ebony Maw with the ability block when she goes into Dark Phoenix. But yeah, it's just worded very weird. But yeah, she's not going to be able to use the ultimate with that. They shouldn't have included she could clear ability block for herself because she can't clear ability block for herself. Seems like it'd be something included in the passive instead. For example, on turn clear ability block. Yeah, so yeah, that would be included in the passive if that's what their intent was, but. Their intent was just weird wording. She's not supposed to clear it off of herself. All right, mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the toughest Briton of all? Well, it's not you, Nature Boy. It's Brian Braddock, of course. Woo! Oh yeah. All right, as I feel like we have some hot rumors. I think there was a discussion last week. Which Captain Britain is it? Is it Brian Braddock? Captain Britain, the one that I know, or is it Betsy Braddock, the one that most people know as Psylocke, that more recent comic readers would know as Captain Britain? I think this message appears that it's probably Brian and not Betsy. All right, and Nature Boy, we got a response. It's like we're in a Valley Club in the morning stream. All right, you know something? Al says he may be a tough Briton, but when he's running in spandex, the Nature Boy is, styling, profiling in the Valentino suits, Rolex watches, and Liz's shoes. Woo, baby. All right. Yeah, it's like I'm live streaming again. All right, hey, Valley, we're going to be unlocking Omega Red in his next rotation. With that said, who should I be replacing Sabertooth on my Emma Marauders team? I have all the characters unlocked. Any suggestions would be appreciated. Use Emma War on defense only. Maybe that'll help you. Thanks for all you do. All right, so I think it's the common answers. We're going to be Ghost. You got Minerva. Obviously, if you got Doom, the Doom Marauders are still a thing on defense. They can be countered pretty easily by the X Factor, but you still got to use up an X Factor to take them out. So that would be my choices there. And then you got for the past month or two, people have been taking Emma off of defense, putting her on offense, especially when the Eternals came out, to counter Eternals, using your Eternals and Emma to get in front of their Eternals as far as speed. So you might consider breaking that entire team up just so that you compare Emma with the Eternals. If you're going to still run that team, Doom, Ghost, Minerva, just the traditional classic options. Those are what I would recommend. Hey, Valley, suggestion for Red Star Source update. Instead of rotating through a smaller number of characters, given that we are fastly approaching the 200, the odds are only getting worse. How about a store that rotates through Origin and Trade? I like that. Limiting it out for the characters that you want. And I guess you would need 5 different stores, right? Because we got one store for all the traits now. Giving 5 different stores would be that. I would like that, but I would like it 5 different stores, not just rotating through the stores. I think we want all of them. And I guess it's the origin trait. The other traits are different. Cosmic character could have their red star purchase, then tech, then any character. Okay, so if it's rotating and you have all the characters instead of just a select group, I didn't read properly. But yes, that would be fine as well. But I like it. Anything that gives us more selection, because nothing sucks worse. Like with my spider-gwen opening, getting that character that you want, that you've been excited for, and then having bad luck with those red stars just feels so deflating. So anything with the red stars to change that up would be good. Hey, Valley, big fan, love all the content. Want to see if you noticed when they changed the Alliance donation, it made it possible to earn 450 extra gold over a 30-day period with full Alliance teams donations, making it better for Alliance to donate. For 10K donations a day, we could get 25 gold back every day, netting us 15K in gold as a free-to-play player. Almost $500,000 a month to hit a budget in a day. Seemed like a no-brainer, but I haven't heard any content creators mention it. Now, I did notice that there were four levels of the Star Trek when they made these changes, but I didn't make as much of a big deal out of it. Yes, because before the update, we would donate to 10, we'll get the 10 back. Now, since the update, instead of being 3 levels of the donation, you have 4 levels of donation, which means you get an extra 15K in gold back a day. I didn't calculate it out, but yeah, extra 450K per month. That is nice. That is nice. It's not huge. It's not what everybody wants as far as the gold bottleneck, but every little drop helps. So I like that. I like that. And thank you for pointing it out. I didn't make as much big of a deal about it as I should have. All right. We got 2 more questions. Long time no speak. What is up, Alan? I appreciate you and everything you do. Happy holidays to you and your family. All the blessings aside. If you notice Doom raids being surprisingly difficult on different days, I just experienced the second Doom node in 2.1 being much harder than normal. That means it feels like they hit harder and took multiple tries to clear it. I've heard this issue coming up for others. Curious if this is a widespread issue or an anecdotal. I am not sure. You know, there was a question about this on a previous mailbag video about maybe some war bonuses, you know, the new bonuses that they have for the rooms. Perhaps that is creeping in as kind of like a Star Trek bug 2.0 going in. I don't know. I haven't done enough research to notice that, but I do notice that some days the raids are a lot harder, some days are easier. I wasn't sure if that was RNG or something related to war. And I guess it's anecdotal, but it seems like it's harder on war days than non-war days. So let me know if you guys experience the same thing. But yes, I did submit this to the devs. I don't know what research they done on it. I haven't heard back, so I'm not sure if this is how widespread this is, but yeah, let's definitely get this looked at and cleared up if this is something that's not supposed to be occurring in the game, because yeah, there's enough stuff that we have to deal with for the stuff that's supposed to be occurring in the game to deal with this other non-occurring stuff. So anyway, that is hopefully that helps, but hopefully we can get an answer for this and get this cleared up by the devs. Are the snow globe orbs from the Mojos mayhem used for anything other than swag? Maybe points in one of these holiday events. So these orbs, they actually give you the shards. Let's actually go into the game right now. Let's open it up. And boom, here we are in the game. Let's actually get out of this. And you can actually use those orbs. I think this is what you're talking about, to open the snow globe orb things. So you go here, and you go down for this. I think I just passed it here. You get this snow globe orb. And you get decent things in this snow globe orb. You're getting gold, pretty decent amount of gold. And you're getting these character drops. There's some rare ones, some newer characters here, so pretty decent. The other thing, as far as if you're talking about the reward for Groot. So what you could do with that, you could buy this. Where is that costume? Here's the costume. You could buy that Groot costume here. I think that's towards the end of the milestone. So you could buy this Groot costume, or you could save it, get that normal 60% conversion, and then turn it into these normal costume credits, and then get a different costume at that 60% conversion. So you can do what you want with it, but this is actually a pretty decent strike pass, surprisingly. So, and I feel a little pain in my chest saying that as someone that doesn't want to buy these strike passes, something associated real-time running and things like that. But it's actually a pretty decent one, this one. With those snow globe orbs, I kind of like the costumes. If you have as much value in the costumes that I do, then you probably like it. All right, so that is it. I got another video that I shot before I left. It was the biggest winners of 2021. I'll talk about all the characters that got reworked, and I'm ranking my top 10 characters. So that will have my normal quality videos. That will be out tomorrow, so check that out. The video is actually up there right now. It's unlisted, so but that'll be published tomorrow. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. And if you didn't already, check out the interview that I did with Marvel Strike Force creative director Sean Dugan. Very good interview. That lasted for about an hour, and then we did that yesterday while I was on vacation. So hopefully you guys enjoy that. I asked a bunch of questions in that about Red Stars, Heroes for High Hour, Thanos giving, a lot of stuff there. So hopefully you guys enjoy that. I will see you guys next time. There may or may not be a news video this week. If there's not a news video this week, there will definitely be one next week. Have a great rest of your holidays. I hope you guys have a nice time with your family. Yes, and there may be a live stream as well. I don't know, but yes, we will be back on Christmas Eve, and we'll see what has happened there. But definitely have a great time. Spend some time with your family. Stay warm. Stay safe. Do all the things that you do. Eat a lot, and have a happy holidays. I will see you guys next time. Give me that fist bump before you go. Have a great day. Have a great week. ValleyFlyin out.